Good morning, good day, and good evening. This is Liam, the Retro Gamer 91, back with Star Trek Legacy, and as always with the Ultimate Universe mod installed. So we'll just get straight back to it. And now we have entered the next generation era, the last era of the game. So we really are now getting towards the end. So here you can see we've got the USS Stargazer, which will be under the command of Captain Picard, but we've still got some of our original series era ships in our fleet here. So let's just see what's now available to us. The Ambassador class, nice. Miranda refit. Oh, and of course the Terran Empire Miranda refit. The Rigel class, I've never seen that one before. Okay, so an Ambassador class. Let's get rid of the Reliant. And we'll get this Ambassador class. There we go. So the USS Exeter. Still got the Excelsior, still got the Eagle. Okay, well that's all we can really do so far. Let's get on with it.
Captain's log, stardate 10372.6. While on a survey mission to Galandon Core, we've received word from a Federation listening post along the neutral zone that a disturbance has been detected involving several Romulan ships and an older Vulcan vessel.
The Romulans appear to be engaged in battle, Captain.
Full sensor scan. I want to know what's happening over there. My lord, what kind of a mess are the Romulans creating now? That planet has just been liquefied to molten rock. Its core is destabilizing. Brace for the shockwave. Raise shield.
Vigo, raise the shields.
Done. But we've been hit badly. Major damage to the outer hull.
The captain. Captain Ruhalter is down. Medical team to the bridge. Emergency.
What are we going to do, Jean-Luc?
I'm taking command. Bring us about. Full impulse, get us some distance. Open a channel to that ship.
Channel open.
Attention, unidentified vessel. I am Captain Picard of the Federation ship Stargazer. You are entering Federation territory. Return at once to Romulan space.
No response, Jean-Luc. They've altered course. They're bypassing our position and heading deeper into Federation space.
Good. We're in no real condition to fight anyway. We need to reach Starbase 61. Tax the engines as hard as you have to, but we must get there quickly.
Will do, Captain.
Do we still have sensors, Vigo?
Barely. The sensor pallets are still there, but there's hardly any power left. It's the planet. The core has completely collapsed.
What about stellar debris? Give me a bearing.
Computing that now. A large portion of the stellar debris will pass through the Phidian star system.
Best possible speed to Starbase 61. Open a channel to them. We're going to need more ships. Acting Captain's log. Supplemental. Captain Ruhalter is dead. After reaching Starbase 61, we discovered only 3 other Federation starships are present in the system. We have very few resources to aid us in this catastrophe, but we'll have to make whatever we do have count twice over. We cannot allow any of those massive fragments to strike the planets in this system. If they do, millions of lives could be lost, and the planets rendered uninhabitable for decades.
Okay, so that was a long intro, but the idea is that we need to stop the
sensor
debris.
arrays in the system will be able to alert us as to the speed and course of the fragments as they enter range. Let's use this time to reduce the amount of debris entering the area of the planets and the starbase. Stargazer out.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll warp 3 ships in, and we'll keep one just out of range. That way we should hopefully catch everything in a net-like fashion.
Helm, stand by for command.
But thankfully, these actually don't take much of a punch, so we should be able to get rid of them fairly quickly. So I think it's 4 planets, maybe 3. So yeah, we got 3 planets and all this debris that we need to stop from hitting them. Now there is actually bonuses, well, for the Xbox 360, I don't know about the PC version, which is the one I'm playing now, but there was an achievement if these sensor arrays don't get destroyed either. I think what they do is help me see on the map how many, well it gives I think it gives a more accurate reading on the asteroids on the map, so you can see more of them. But I've never really been able to succeed at that, so... Hey, maybe I might. Oh, that one's not destroyed yet.
Take us into war.
So far so good. I mean, my ships are clearly doing overtime here. They are really trying. Well, maybe not all of them.
Excelsior to fleet. We have arrived at our final destination.
Full power to weapons.
Replacing the isolated ship. Computer returning.
Eagle to fleet. Awaiting orders.
Stand by to launch torpedoes.
Still, so far so good. Ah, actually no, I think the sensor relays tell you which ones are more, well, more priority to destroy. The red markers that are appearing around them, I think, are the ones on a direct course for the planet, and I think that's what the sensor relays tell you. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what they do. Oh, sensor array's been destroyed. No, the red marks are still there. Guess I was wrong. Oh, come on. It's a torpedo.
Exeter to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
In phaser range, Captain.
Eagle to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
How are we doing? That one. Didn't get that one. Oops.
Photon torpedoes online.
Excelsior to fleet.
Okay, they are starting to spread out now, but not in a unfavorable direction.
Eagle to fleet. Exeter to fleet.
Let's get a bit closer to these ones. Oop. I don't know why it does that.
Phasers online.
Where's the one I was after? There it is. I don't know if this is a timed event or if you've just got to destroy a certain amount of them. But this isn't all you do in this level. That one as well. But so far so good. Can't really complain with how easy this is at the moment.
Stand by on pace.
What I think I might do.
Excelsior to fleet. Awaiting orders. Exeter. Standing by.
Send the Exeter back to these turrets. Back to the starbase.
Aye, Captain. Warp speed ahead.
Stargazer,
Ah,
this is Starbase 61. We've been monitoring the situation. The debris entering the system is steadily increasing, but I believe we can be of some assistance. We've been able to modify our defensive platforms, increasing their range and power. You can use your tractor beams to tow them to the locations I've indicated. I believe they could provide significant support for destroying the incoming debris.
oh well, there we go. And I'm already here to pick one off. So we'll go to this one.
Help stand by for command.
We want to go at full maximum speed, don't we?
I'm gonna try to realign the warp core to bring the engines back up.
Excelsior to fleet. Awaiting orders.
Come on, full power, full
I'm gonna try to
speed.
realign the warp core to bring the engines back up.
I mean, I don't think we're in any danger of failing this mission. There's too few, and we've got too much time and space between the planets and the debris.
Holding at this position.
My ship seems to be taking care of it pretty well. Almost there. That one's
Eagle to
done.
fleet. We're in position.
Let's get back to the starbase and pick the next one up.
Aye, Captain. Warp speed ahead.
Excelsior to fleet. Awaiting orders.
To the next planet. So far, so good. Yeah, I think I've got this level already. Doesn't seem to be offering much of a challenge so far. I know it's not yet done, but just by looking at it, I don't think we're in any danger of failing.
Eagle to fleet. Awaiting orders.
That's done. Let's get back and get the last one.
Awaiting further instructions.
Engage. Engage tractor beam.
Excelsior to
Whoa,
fleet. We
that was
arrived
close.
at our final destination.
So now we just need to head over there. We actually do have some...
Helm stand by for command. Stargazer reporting.
Eagle standing by.
Let's just
course
direct
they
my
do.
ships
Excelsior standing by.
while we're on course.
Exeter standing by.
Well, there you go, it's destroying them on the go. Oh, the range is pretty good though. Destroys them pretty quickly as well. So by sending all my ships in this general direction, we should really destroy any asteroids heading that way. In theory. This turret's doing overtime.
Eagle to fleet.
Nice.
We have arrived at our destination. Awaiting further instructions.
Very good. You can sustain a phaser beam longer than me. Almost there. That should be... There we go. Objective complete.
Stargazer to all ships. We've detected a massive piece of stellar matter on a collision course with Phidian 3. Its sheer mass and velocity make it unlikely we'll be able to destroy it using our phasers or torpedoes. But we may be able to use the mass of the other fragments to inflict more damage by impacting some of the smaller debris into the larger ones. Transfer auxiliary power to your tractor beam systems. We'll need all the power we can get.
Okay, so the idea with this one is that we're just going to tractor some others and use them like a wrecking ball.
Initiate
Scanning
scan.
it.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Why aren't I tractoring it? Don't scan it. Ugh, you know what, just...
Nothing to report, Captain.
Excelsior to fleet. Awaiting orders. Excelsior, standing by.
Where's the big
Eagle
one?
to fleet. Awaiting orders. Exeter, standing by.
Where's the
Stargazer
big one?
reporting. Stand by on phasers.
Oh, there it is.
Stand by on phasers.
There we go.
We should be able to set this fragment on a collision course with the large stellar debris to break it up.
Full power to engines.
Auxiliary power to the engines.
Might as well start hitting it while we're about to launch this thing into it. Oh, there we go. Did a substantial amount of damage. Just need a few more.
Exeter, standing by. Eagle, standing by. Excelsior, standing by.
Okay, so he says that we need to tractor other asteroids into this big one. I'll do that, but in all the other times I've ever done this level, I've just commanded all 4 ships to just bomb it to death. And it works. You can actually just do that.
Not responding, Captain.
Engage tractor beam.
Why can't I tractor it?
Engage tractor beam.
Is it because I'm locked on it to it as an enemy? Oh, I don't have all the time in the world. Do I actually have this on the tractor beam?
Engage tractor beam.
I actually don't, do I? Right, let's get this one. we go.
Tractor beam.
Okay, bombs away. Come on, hit it. Did it hit?
We fragmented the largest piece, but the resulting stellar debris is still on course for Phidian 3. Continue targeting the remaining pieces. It's imperative that we destroy them before they can hit the planet.
Okay, so we just do the same thing again.
Engage tractor beam.
But it's getting easier to destroy now. Where are all my ships? Why are they trailing off?
Exeter, standing by.
Excelsior, standing by.
Stargazer reporting.
Proceeding to warp.
In phaser range, Captain.
Just bomb it.
Proceeding to warp.
This shouldn't be too difficult.
Exeter.
Ooh, there we go.
We're in position.
Heading set.
And now all my ships are there.
Our efforts
There
have
we
paid
go.
off today. All of the stellar fragments have been destroyed. We've managed to avert a disaster, and you all have done splendid work here. Well done. Captain's log, stardate 10374.8. This is my first entry as the captain of a starship, though I wish my command bars hadn't come with such a high cost. With the loss of Captain Ruhalter and several of my crewmates, I grieve for us all. However, they died holding up the highest traditions of Starfleet, proudly doing their best to rise to a challenge and overcome great odds. Our friends and comrades will be missed. I will endeavor to be a captain worthy of such a fine crew and such a fine ship. I do regret that Starfleet has been unable to determine the whereabouts of the vessel which brought the Romulans to our doorstep. But perhaps, in time, we'll be able to piece together what really happened here today in an effort to give it meaning.
There we go, mission successful. So that wasn't too hard. On to the next. So, as you can see, we are now deeply entrenched into the next generation era. Of course, with the USS Enterprise D now as our ship. So that means that we should now probably retire some of these. The USS Eagle, you have served well, but we're going to replace you with something a bit more modern. So let's see what we've got. If I go back, Steam Runner class, photon banks, only one phaser bank though. Ooh, an Akira class. Akira, yes please. I think that's one of the best. Photon banks 11. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go definitely with an Akira class. Let's see what other ships we've got available. We could go with another Galaxy class. TNG refit. See, what's the... The Excelsior seems to have better stats than the Excelsior refit. The only difference is that it's got an extra phaser bank and an extra photon torpedo launcher. What's this Chris Jones refit? 22 photon banks. 10 phaser banks. I'd never be able to afford it. I'd have to sell 2 ships just for one. Hardly seems worth it. I could just go with the normal Galaxy class. Wow, that Chris Jones really brings up the... That's incredible. I'll get rid of... the Exeter. Seems actually worse off than the Excelsior, which is really weird. Actually no, the Exeter's got better shields. Okay, I'll get rid of the Excelsior. And, oh, I actually don't have enough for a Galaxy class. Oh, that's annoying. And I've just sold a ship. Oh, I could always go with the Nebula class. Or another Akira class. Yeah, and I'll go with another Akira class. So we've got the USS Akira and the USS Rabin. Okay, well that's left us with the least amount of points that we've had through the whole game, I think. But we're ready to go.
Acting Captain's Log, Stardate 45252.6. After departing Utopia Planitia Fleet Yards for a test flight of the newly completed USS Defiant, we have arrived in the Atari system to find some disturbing evidence of a Romulan incursion into Federation space. Starfleet Command has been notified of our discovery, and nearby starships are en route to our position. The Atarian Nebula was chosen as a proving ground for the Defiant's trial run because of its isolation from prying eyes. Yet, here I stare at the wreckage of a Romulan warbird well within our borders. Starfleet has been concerned by the active reemergence of the Romulan Star Empire in recent months. Their actions seem to be getting bolder with each new encounter, such as this most recent attempt to conquer Vulcan. As a matter of even greater concern, my chief engineer has informed me that upon entering Itari, our warp drive has become mysteriously inoperative. Until other Federation starships arrive, it is our duty to scout the area surrounding the nebula to determine what, if any, Romulan presence still lingers. Though this was supposed to be the Defiant's first trial run in a simulated exercise, I can't wait to see what our capabilities truly are. That's truly a spectacle I thought I'd never see, at least not this close. Let's get a scan of the...
Your vessel is not known to us. State your intentions here.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Sisko, and I was just about to ask you that very question. Give me a reason why you have breached the neutral zone and violated the terms of our treaty.
I am Commander Valerius of the Tal Shiar. We do as we will, with or without your approval. Our intelligence has placed a very dangerous fugitive in this sector, and we lay in wait for her.
Am I to assume the disruption field inhibiting our warp drive is your doing?
As I said, we are waiting for our prey.
So you're hoping to catch your quarry, then what?
Then we intend to destroy her for the Romulan lives she has extinguished. Our justice and laws demand no less.
Our laws mandate that anyone in our space is to be judged by our standard. If you wish to extradite a prisoner, you must go through the proper channels. You cannot simply...
Do you take us for fools, Cisco? These new Vulcan weapons will not stop us. Your puppets cannot withstand the might of the Romulan Star Empire.
Vulcan weapons? I have no idea what you're referring to, Commander. But the Federation does not attack its neighbors.
You lie. I've seen firsthand what your allies did to one of our worlds. Yet one of your ships was unharmed by the Vulcan assassin you sent into our space. She plagued us for years, and now we will know vengeance.
I'm not sure what you're basing your intelligence on, Valerius. But from where I'm sitting, you're the one who is in direct violation of our peace agreement.
You dare feign ignorance?
We both know I can't just leave you to your own devices here. You have violated our space.
Enough. This conversation has become tiresome, and you are more useful dead than interfering with my plans.
Get us into that nebula fast, Ensign. Full impulse power.
Captain's log, stardate 45252.8. Starfleet has ordered the Enterprise and 3 other Federation starships to the Itarian Nebula in response to a disturbing report from one of our vessels undertaking a routine training flight in the area. With little intelligence to go on and no sign of the Defiant, we have begun an intensive scan of the surrounding area to discover what may have happened to her. My chief engineer says all our systems are functioning properly. However, we seem to be unable to create a stable warp field. Sensors indicate this system is littered with objects that are giving off inverse graviton bursts. They seem to be having a destabilizing effect on our warp fields. We're also detecting something. A faint signal coming from within the nebula. It seems to be a Federation transponder. We should move to investigate.
Okay, that was a bit lengthy, but the synopsis has been given.
Enterprise.
So we have to search for the Defiant, starting with this nebula.
Transfer all power to weapons.
Oh wow. It's completely cluttered with Romulans. Brilliant. What's that?
It's a Federation disaster beacon. There's an encoded message hidden within the carrier.
This is Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Sisko, acting captain of the Defiant. We've been attacked by Romulan warbirds, and have been unable to get word back to Starfleet of the Romulan presence here. We were unable to elude them, having been restricted to impulse speeds. Seeking refuge within the nebula has bought us time, but they are very near to discovering us here. Any Federation vessel who discovers this beacon should attempt to destroy enough warp inhibitors to disable the disruption field. Only then can you form a stable warp bubble and escape.
Okay, well, at least now we know what we need to do. So,
Engaging target. Engaging target.
got a funny feeling this is going to draw a lot of attention. But they seem easy enough to destroy. Ooh, volley from an Akira. Okay. I think I should call all my ships this way. What?
Enterprise.
Course laid in. Akira standing by.
Full power to weapons.
Okay, I'm going to take control of this Akira and do this as just one ship. I don't want to risk any of my other ships with, well, this many enemies. So I'll see what I can do on my own. See if I can sneak around, destroying these warp dampeners. It's a shame you can't group your ships. I'd take them two at a time that way. Nice. What's my photon complement? 288. But the way this thing fires photon torpedoes, I'm likely to run out fast. So what's this one? This is a warp dampener distribution node. We've got a Derrix. That's a Romulan warbird, isn't it? There it is.
Target neutralized.
Can it see me? I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Something's coming our way.
New enemy vessel detected.
Really, out of all them torpedoes?
You invite your doom.
Come about.
Target shield.
Ooh, nice. Is that another one?
Direct hit to enemy sensors.
Come on. Oh, there's another one. What happened to all the torpedo volleys?
Our shields are low, Captain.
Alright, this one's nearly destroyed. There we go.
You invite your doom.
Romulan target destroyed.
Getting swarmed here. Get these repairs underway. Whoa, that hit hard. You know what? Oh, that's too many ships. I need to head to a nebula.
Captain, sensors are severely impaired. Captain, hull integrity is severely compromised. Captain, they've taken out our shields.
Keep engines going. I need to lose them.
Fools! You are clearly outmatched.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna disagree with you either. Breaking off. Okay, that worked. Wow. That was bad. Just 3 ships.
We have company.
But we're getting an idea of how many ships are in the area. There must be a certain number of ships that are on this map. There's probably a good amount of them as well. They don't seem to be cloaking and decloaking either. They just seem to just be doing a generic circle. So we probably could destroy them all. But that would take absolutely forever.
New targets entering sector.
Raven standing by.
Okay, well I've got this other Akira class here, so let's go to this one here. I love the Akira class. I find it I want to call it a perfect balance, but if it had more phaser arrays, then it would be a balanced ship. But I think then it'd probably be a bit too OP. I mean, with the amount of torpedoes it's got, and the torpedo launchers it's got, if you get in the way of a clear volley of torpedoes, one volley would destroy you. So we're heading over here, aren't we?
Course set, Captain.
2 warbirds. Starbase.
We have company.
Do we now? Oh.
Target shields down. Target neutralized.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, another warp damper. Okay, let's destroy this one. Why did it power me down? Whoa, what's seeing me? I don't know what's shooting at me. What is that? Oh.
Direct hit to enemy engines. Our shields are low, Captain. Target shields down.
You would stand against us? You invite your...
I'm not going to do what I did like with the Akira. I'm going to make a run for the Nebula now, and if I destroy it en route, great. Oh, there you go, destroyed it.
We've detected Romulan warships.
That's nice.
Significant damage to warp drive, Captain.
That's fine, can't go to warp anyway. Whoa, my shields have just been completely destroyed. Oh, no matter. Breaking off. But again, we're getting an idea of how many ships are on the map. And now they've lost 2. Where we've lost none. Except for that torpedo. I love the lighting effect on that, that's incredible. I'm pretty sure that would not happen if there wasn't a mod installed. That's really, really nice. I love that effect. Anyway. No, what are you doing?
Raven standing by. Exeter standing by.
Akira standing by.
What are you doing?
Standing by. Exeter standing by.
Okay, this is a very dated ship, really, to be using against Romulans.
Akira to fleet. We have arrived at our final destination. Romulan ships on approach.
That's on its own.
Raven to fleet. Our shields are down. Shields back online.
Okay, let's just oh. Raptor Anaderix. Or Deridix. I don't know how it's pronounced really. Deridix. Dederix. Dederidix. Anyway. Okay, so where are we up to? We've got all these that we can take out.
Romulan ships detected.
But I really don't want to get into a long drawn-out engagement. Especially when there's a warbird there.
The Praetor demands your destruction.
How do torpedoes miss like that?
You would stand against us? You invite fight your doom.
Hey, on your own you seem to be easy pickings. Come about. Come on. Get into torpedo range. There we go. Slow down a bit. Don't want them to.
You invite your doom.
Ugh. Are they dead in space? Do I not have any aft torpedoes at all? Rather rubbish. I think I'll be retiring you after this mission. Really? And look, there's hit me. Yeah, I can't be doing with more than one enemy ship. They seem to just rip you apart. So one at a time, thank you.
Direct hit to enemy weapon systems.
Good. There it goes. Another one down.
Romulan spotted.
Nice. But we've still not taken on any of the bigger ships. Just these little fighters. We just seem to be out of range of them. Anyway, let's... Seeing as they've not seen us... Or maybe they have. No, they haven't. Okay, let's continue on with the mission. Get these warp dampeners out of the way. We still need to find the Defiant. Destroy enough warp dampeners to re-engage warp. Ascertain the location of the Defiant and her crew. That one's on its own. I'm really considering just picking them apart like this. Much more manageable.
New enemy vessels detected.
You would stand against us? You invite your doom.
Diverting power to weapons, Captain.
Come on. And all the other ships are doing their rounds.
We have company.
Direct hit to enemy sensors.
Oh good, they can't scan me. Well, so far so good. So far, this Ambassador class has done more than the Akira classes. And this is... I suppose in timeline, I suppose if you're looking at it like that, this is an 80-year-old ship in comparison to the Akira, which, if we're going to say that's modern day. I think it's about 80 years, maybe 70 years. Whoa! What was that? That's what you call a volley. I didn't realise it actually gone all the way over here. I'm going to tap out. Let's give this one a chance. And... oh, great. What have I done? Okay, so I'll take over the Akira now.
Diverting power to weapons, Captain.
There's a lot of warbirds actually looking at this. Oh no, they're raptors.
Akira to fleet. We have arrived at
But
our
there is a
final destination.
The Talons. They're the shuttle-like ones, aren't they?
Vessels detected.
If I can lure them two down here.
There is no escape for you.
Wow.
Sensors report enemy shield generator damaged.
That was incredible. This is why I love the Akira glass. It's just deadly.
Romulan target destroyed.
You seriously do not want to get in the way of this thing.
Enemy ships on tactical. They're Romulan.
Captain, enemy shields are down. Captain, their weapons are offline.
Good. Oh, 2 more ships. 3 more ships. Please be a little bit out of range.
Romulan ships detected.
Yeah, I know I can detect them, but if they've seen me.
Romulan target destroyed.
Nice. We actually are picking them clean, aren't we? We're thinning their lines out. Except for the, of course, the warbirds and the raptors that are doing more of a sweeping pattern with the warbirds. These ones that are actually doing the rounds, we've nearly got rid of them. Oh, a turret.
Captain, enemy shields are down. Romulan target destroyed.
Nice. Okay, so we're looking for these things.
New enemy vessels detected.
That's what we're after, the dampener. Almost in range.
Enemy shields disabled, Captain. Target neutralized.
We must be getting close to it now. The percentage is dropping pretty quickly. Shouldn't be that many more.
Sensors report enemy shield generator damaged.
That's incredible. The destructive power of these ships is amazing. It's a shame the torpedoes don't seem to lock on well though.
Disabled, Captain. Target destroyed, Captain.
We have company.
Enemy shields disabled, Captain.
Our warp bubble is now almost completely enveloping the ship. My engineer believes we have destroyed half of the emitters necessary for us to regain warp drive. Keep
Excellent.
targeting the remaining emitters.
What was that? I don't know if you saw that, but as the screen kind of jumped. Just went black for a split second.
Enemy shields disabled, Captain.
There's a lot of warbirds.
New enemy vessels detected.
Target neutralized. Enemy shields disabled, Captain. Target destroyed, Captain.
Nice.
Direct hit to enemy weapon systems. Captain, enemy
You shouldn't be
shields
getting
down.
behind me, to be honest. It's where all my torpedo launchers are. That and to the sides.
You are clearly outmatched.
Our shields are low, Captain.
I'm outnumbered. Outmatched is something else. But who am I to argue with you?
Fools! You are clearly outmatched.
Direct hit to enemy engines. Captain, their weapons are offline.
Good. But I'm taking too many direct hits here.
Captain, they've taken out our shields. Sensors report enemy shield generator damaged. Diverting power to engines, Captain.
Exeter standing by.
Romulan ships on approach.
Akira standing by.
Raven standing by.
Okay. Getting a bit too low here now. But I'm not going to be able to make it to a nebula in time. So let's hope my other ships get here quickly.
Fools! You are clearly outmatched.
From the looks of the damage on my ship, the bridge is gone, so I don't know who's commanding it.
Captain, their weapons are offline. Captain,
Good.
hull integrity is severely compromised.
We have company.
Engines damaged.
Come on. That torpedo should finish it. Where's my other
There
ships?
is no escape for you.
Romulan target destroyed.
Here they are.
We have company. Akira standing by.
Raven standing by. You would stand against
Okay, I'm
us.
going to take this one to
You
the
invite
nebula
your doom.
before I blow up.
Full power to engines.
Exeter to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
Enemy units detected.
Come on, quickly.
Our shields are down.
There is no escape for you.
Okay, good, good, good.
Exeter standing by.
Okay, this should be somewhat easy.
Target destroyed. Hostile
What's the
ships
Enterprise
are
doing?
Enterprise.
Helm stand by for command.
Akira standing by.
Enemy sensors inoperative, Captain.
It's fine. 2 ships against these? So far we've been doing it just one at a time.
Target shield.
Romulans don't know who they're dealing with.
Romulan target
Ever.
destroyed.
Just- They act tough, but they're really not.
Enemy units detected.
They can only seem to be tough when they've got numbers on their side,
Praetor demands your destruction.
which is just the ultimate act of cowardice.
Holding at this position.
Romulan vessel destroyed.
So far we're doing really, really well. Destroying all the support ships will make taking out the capital ships eventually much, much easier. It'll just be 1 starship against 4 at that stage, and then if you think this is overdoing it, then it's going to be a slaughter for them. Come on, get in range. That should actually be all the ships that were doing them, what I'm calling the rounds. Are all them locked on? Nice!
Romulan vessel destroyed.
Okay, well,
Exeter standing by.
Course set, Captain.
we'll take these two ships into here. The Enterprise can rendezvous with the Akira.
Maintain current status.
Akira standing by.
Begin repairs.
Course laid in.
Raven standing by.
How's that looking?
Akira standing by.
Raven standing by.
Exeter standing by.
Raven to fleet. We're in position.
We have company.
I don't think it's going to be much hassle anymore. We've destroyed all their... Well, yeah, there was more ships doing rounds than there is left on the map now. If you take out the Raptors, there's what? I think 4 Warbirds, maybe? 1... Okay, so how many Raptors are there? So we actually, wait there. 1, 2... 3.
New enemy vessels detected.
3 Warbirds? 1, 2...
Our shields are down.
Helm reports our arrival at designated coordinates.
There's 3 Warbirds. 1,
Akira to fleet.
2,
Awaiting orders.
3. Oh no, sorry. There's 4 Warbirds. After that, it's just the Raptors.
Threat neutralized.
I want to attract this Raptor over here. We'll start picking these apart next.
New enemy vessels detected.
Oh, actually, that's getting rather close to the... It's getting rather close to the Warbirds.
Akira
You go
standing
back.
by.
I'll just take control of this one.
Exeter standing by.
That Warbird over there.
Raven to
What's
fleet.
the distance on
We
that?
arrived at our destination.
Akira to fleet. Awaiting orders.
That's much closer
New
than I
enemy
was
vessels
expecting.
detected.
Does that see me?
There she is.
Whoa!
Sensors have detected the Defiant within the shield perimeter of the Romulan base. No life signs are aboard. They must have taken the crew to the station. We'll have to get them back. Prepare away teams. But first, we'll have to bring the Romulan station shields down.
Aye aye, sir.
You would stand against us? You invite your doom.
I'm not standing against you. I'm going into this nebula.
Our shields can't take many more hits, Captain.
We have company.
Captain, they've taken out our shields. Phasers ready, Captain. Target destroyed, Captain.
Ooh, I think we're just 1 away. Going towards that starbase attracted everything that was in the area to us. So I think we should start to make some inroads. Don't you think? That Raptor will do.
Full power to weapons.
Maybe not.
Hostile ships on intercept.
I could really do with them just as they pass through a nebula. Their shields will go down. Actually,
Setting course now.
that's journeying a bit too far for it.
Enterprise.
Everyone's liking.
Helm maintain current status.
Akira standing by.
Exeter standing by.
Setting course now.
Raven standing by.
If I can attract
Exeter
that
standing
to me,
by.
where is it?
New targets entering sector.
Oh no, it's joining the others.
Course set, Captain.
Akira standing by.
Enterprise.
Exeter standing by.
Saying that. Come on, take the bait. Break off.
New enemy vessels detected.
It's not taking the bait. That's rubbish.
Standing by.
Raven to fleet. Awaiting orders. We destroyed the target.
Okay, well we've rendezvoused with nearly all the ships here. What about that raptor? That hit. There's too many warbirds. Now it's hitting us. The only problem is it's now going to attract every other warbird.
Akira to fleet. Awaiting orders.
We have company.
Target shields down.
If I can attract this over to my other ships, they'll just destroy it, but they'll just bomb it to death. What are they doing?
Romulan vessel destroyed. Akira standing by.
Raven to fleet.
Proton torpedoes ready.
Awaiting orders. We have company.
Come on. Shields should be dropped by now. Its hull's nearly gone.
You are clearly outmatched.
No, you are.
We have company.
Come on, torpedo, just hit it. Boom.
Target destroyed.
Raven to fleet. We're in position.
Gonna be making plenty of inroads this way.
We have company.
Enemy shields are down.
Wow, by the time you've destroyed the shield, you've got the help.
Significant damage to enemy
Oh no,
sensors.
we're getting surrounded now. Where's my other ships?
There is no escape for you.
We're doing well. Wish the Enterprise would join in though.
Enterprise.
We have company.
Launch phasers.
Exeter standing by.
Akira standing by.
At this rate, we're gonna just destroy all these warbirds in one attack.
The Praetor demands your destruction.
They just can't seem to match our firepower.
Enemy units.
At all.
Romulan vessel destroyed.
No, forget that. Let's go after the next warbird.
We've lost 1 minute.
You are clearly outmatched.
Whoa! There goes another.
Hostile ships on intercept.
These Akiras are absolutely deadly in battle.
There is no escape for you.
Target shields down.
The torpedo volleys are just brilliant. And I think that's the last warbird as well. And now we've got the at full health Enterprise.
Raven to fleet. We're in position.
We have company.
Raven standing by.
Romulan vessel destroyed. Akira
Let's
standing
go after the next warbird then. Take these things out.
There is no escape for you.
Enterprise.
While them three are taking care of the warbird, we'll just finish this thing off.
Their aft port shield is destroyed.
We've completely cleared out all the ships from this map, I think. Oh no, there's one Raptor left.
You would stand against us? You invite your doom.
Okay, this is actually becoming a joke. It's gonna blow up any second. And there it goes. On to the last one. I actually feel sorry for them. They acted so tough at the beginning of the level. All you need is a bit of strategy and you completely outmaneuver them in almost every way. You've got 4 ships on you. Your shields are down. You just don't have the firepower to match. 3 of my ships have got full shields. The Exeter is actually making repairs whilst on the go. And you're just not damaging it enough to even actually damage it at all. It's gaining HP. I actually feel sorry for the Romulans. Just completely outmaneuvered. Boom! What's the next one? We might as well just go after the last Raptor. It feels only fitting that we just clear this place out of Romulans.
Exeter standing by.
In phaser range, Captain.
It's a shame you can't just tell your ships to just go and wipe out anything on the map.
Target neutralized. Warp capability has been restored.
Even better. No, that's actually going for the starbase. It's a bit risky, isn't it?
New enemy vessels detected. We're in position.
Direct hit to enemy sensors. Diverting power to weapons company.
Ooh, nice.
Romulan target destroyed.
Enterprise.
New enemy vessels detected.
Beam the away team over now. Energize transport.
Why can't I transport them over?
We have company.
I'm gonna have to destroy the starbase.
Exeter standing by.
Raven standing by.
Don't want to destroy the starbase.
You would stand against us? You invite your doom.
Their computers are offline.
The Starbase's got 0 health. We'll destroy this one raptor and then...
We have come. There is no escape for you.
Akira to fleet. Awaiting orders.
Emergency life support engaged. I'm receiving casualties from light machine guns.
Raven to fleet.
Come on, drop
Their
these.
forward shield is destroyed.
Oh, I just turned subsystem targeting on. So now I can actually target certain parts of the ship. I didn't know I could do that.
You are clearly outmatched.
That's actually really cool. Okay, let's begin repairs. I don't know what to do about that starbase. For some reason I couldn't seem to transport anyone over. Drop the outpost's shields and beam over a boarding party. Well, I should be able to do that now, right?
Open hailing frequency.
They are not responding, Captain.
New enemy vessels detected.
Let's get closer again. My other ships will deal with the others.
Photon torpedoes online. Emergency life support engaged. I'm receiving casualties from light machine guns.
Akira to fleet. Awaiting orders.
Raven to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
Their weapons are offline.
Are they disabled now? Can I transport over?
We have company.
Energize.
Romulan vessel destroyed.
Energize transformer.
But naturally you can't destroy it. I don't know what to do.
Raven to fleet. We're in position.
We have company.
I'm actually stuck.
Away team transported.
But they're not. Okay, this is actually quite annoying.
Laser recharge rate at minimum.
The Praetor demands your
I
destruction.
can't do anything with the starbase.
We have company. Akira to fleet. We're in position.
Weapons locked.
Akira standing
Well, I might as well bring all the other ships
Exeter
over again.
standing by.
Get rid of this annoying raptor.
Enterprise.
And try and figure out what's going on with the starbase and why I can't transport them.
New enemy vessels detected.
Okay, so
Akira to fleet. We're in position.
under normal circumstances that the starbase should be not even here right now.
We're in position.
Scanning. Nothing to report, Captain.
Enemy vessel detected.
Beam the away team over now.
Why can I not transport?
Energizing. Away team transported.
What about directly to the Defiance? No. I don't understand. Am I missing something? What else is on the map? I've destroyed... Wow, you can actually see where I came in. I just completely conquered the bottom right hand corner. I don't understand what I can do if I can't transport them over. I mean, we're just bombing the thing to death now. Naturally, you can't just...
Away team transported. New enemy vessels detected.
I don't know how to progress. I'm actually stuck. I wonder if this is because... Maybe it's a problem with the mod. Ooh, I don't know. Drop the outpost's shield and beam over a boarding party. Well, I've done that. Well, I've done half of that. And now we're just flying around, expending our photon torpedoes on it.
We have come.
Unless we just keep laying into it.
Away team transported.
Still nothing. That should trigger the next phase of the level, basically.
Enemy vessel detected.
Oh, I don't know what else to do.
New enemy vessels detected.
Really? New enemy vessels?
Energize transporters.
I'm stuck. I actually don't know what else to do.
Recharge rate at minimum.
Enemy vessel detected.
Energize.
Keep trying and nothing's happening. This is really frustrating. We've done extremely stupidly well on this level. We've destroyed every enemy. And I'm robbed of the ending of the level. I can't progress for the rest of the game now. Ugh. Am I missing something?
Halo frequency open. They are not responding, Captain.
Energize transporters.
New enemy vessels detected.
Ugh, this is annoying. I actually do feel cheated of the completion of the level. By all rights, once you've... I mean, I've done this game many times before, but what essentially happens... Because I don't know... I don't know what else to do. You transport your boarding party over. They free the Defiant's crew. And then I think you need to give them a minute or so they can get aboard the Defiant. I don't know what else to do.
Away team transported.
Earlier in the story, earlier in the campaign, I think it was the 2nd level or the 3rd level. I forget which one it is now, but the game would actually, I think it was the 1st level. The game would crash after a certain point, and that's the reason I had to download the version 1 of this mod, because the most up-to-date, or at least it was when I started the playthrough, the most current version of the mod had a bug where it wouldn't progress past a certain point if you went through the campaign. It's in one of the first 3 levels, I'm sure of it. I think it's the first one. But after a certain point, it just stops. It can't seem to process the either the cutscene or the events that would trigger. That's what we're lacking here, the triggering of the event, which is of course I click transport and then the rest of the level plays out. I mean, we've effectively completed the level. All we're missing is the final cutscene of, I say cutscene, but the last bit of story-driven bit of this level. As I say, we transport over to the starbase. I think it's a minute or so, because you usually have enemies to fight. But they free the Defiant crew, then they liberate the Defiant, and if you've already destroyed the warp dampeners, you essentially just warp out of there. And Picard mentions that he saw the Romulans engaging the Vulcan ship that's been with us throughout the whole story. And then that's it, the end of the level. So, as much as I hate to do this, I think I'm just going to have to end the video here. And I'll have to sort it out. The next video, of course, the next episode will be the continuation of the story. But if I can get it working, then I'll figure something out so you can all see the end of the level, even if it's just an add-on part, a separate video, just so you've got that full story mode experience. But I'm terribly sorry. It honestly seems that the level seems glitched. So while my ships are all just bombing the living hell out of this starbase, I hope you liked the video. It's a bit weird for me ending it like this. It's not. It feels like I've not finished the playthrough I'm doing, but it is what it is, I suppose. I'll try and sort it out, and hopefully it will be sorted out for the next part of this playthrough. So, of course, this is this Star Trek Legacy video initially messed up. That's why it wasn't released on Monday. It's replaced my video for Star Trek Invasion, which would be my what I'm going to consider my normal Friday video until the game's complete, of course. Tomorrow, that being Saturday, we've got a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time video. And then of course my usual Pokemon playthrough, the one I'm doing at the moment is Crystal. And then just a rinse and repeat basically, then we'll come back to Monday, and Monday is Star Trek Legacy. So I'm hoping to have it sorted by then. What will be most annoying is if after I've stopped the recording, it somehow just sorts itself out. Let me just try one last time. No, still nothing. Okay, well, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, if you liked what you see, please consider liking the video, and please consider subscribing so you can keep up to date with every other playthrough I do of every other game I play. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is @theretrogame91. Or you can follow me on Facebook, which is @theretrogamer91. But as always, thanks for watching, and this is Liam, the Retro Gamer 91, signing off.